Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So let's dive into an update on validators, specifically on validators, and kind of looking at this bickering that's going on between them about nodes being able to do this 0% commission rate, why it's so important for each node to have an actual commission rate, because having a 0% commission rate is a pretty much no-brainer for everyone who's looking for 100% gains and not really caring about what happens to the blockchain. They're just there for gains. We're seeing a lot of the voting power, which is people delegating with nodes, being pretty centralized towards the 0% commission nodes. And not all nodes are going to change it, but I think all nodes are going to change it, and they're doing some kind of burn or something like that. But I'm unsure. It's a little bit hazy in the post that they posted, and I tried making contact with them, but I hope they'll get back to me today at some point. So like I said, we're seeing a kind of, as you can see, you know, all nodes with 19.56%. Interstellar Lounge, they've put their commission rate up now, but they started at 0, and a lot of these did this and started at 0, and it's a way to get a lot of delegates in, and then before you know it, you just don't realize why your rewards are going down. It's actually because not just new people are staking, which are thinning out the rewards, but your validator that you staked with has actually raised their commission rate. And this is all down to their max commission rate they can set and the max daily change. Once you set these, they can never ever be changed. You would need to create a new node to do so. So why is it important for the power to be spread out? Well, because each one of these nodes provides new blocks. It commits new blocks to the blockchain, okay? And say one node goes down, right? The blockchain itself can rely on all the other nodes to carry on committing new blocks, carry on running the blockchain and making things go on. And this is where the security comes from, not only with voting power and voting on proposals, but with any systems going down. And if you don't know this, if a node goes down or it fails to vote in governance proposals, they can get slashed. So it's really important that the nodes you stake with are actually really community involved, do vote on proposals, and do have a really good uptime. And really what you want to see is the best uptime is really 100%, but I don't think I've ever seen a node with 100% uptime, and not even all nodes has a 100% uptime, and they professionally supply nodes to people. That's who we're going to be getting our node from and going through them. Now, going over to the Terra document side of things and managing a validator, it's pretty rudimentary setting one up and stuff like that. But at the same time, you need a lot of computing power to do this, and it does require an extensive setup. But it is rudimentary, nonetheless, running one. So you've got this one here, but the more important one is actually this one here, which is if I get it back to where it just was before I started scrolling. Good one, Jay. Let's get it back up. Here we go. Okay, as you can see, validators are the miners of the Terra blockchain. They're responsible for securing the Terra blockchain and ensuring its accuracy. Validators run programs called full nodes, which allow them to verify each transaction made on the Terra network. Validators propose blocks, vote on their validity, and add each new block to the chain in exchange for staking rewards from the transaction fees. Users can stake their LUNACLASSIC to validators in exchange for staking rewards. Validators also play an important role in the governance of the Terra protocol. So for more information on that, you can visit this here. We're going to go over to that in a second. But the consensus of the overall system is the Terra blockchain is a proof of stake blockchain, and it's powered by Cosmos SDK and secured by a system of verification called the Tendermint consensus. Okay, so one, a validator called a proposer is chosen to submit new blocks of transactions. 2, validators vote in 2 rounds on whether they accept or reject the proposed block. If a block is rejected, a new proposer is selected and the process starts again. If accepted, the block is signed and added to the chain. The transaction fees from the block are distributed as staking rewards to the validators, and delegators' proposers get rewarded extra for their participation. This process repeats, adding new blocks of the transaction to the chain. Each validator has a copy of all transactions made on the network, which they compare against the proposed block of transactions before voting. Before multiple independent validators take place in consensus voting, it is infeasible for any false block to be accepted. In this way, validators protect the integrity of the Terra blockchain and ensure the validity of each transaction. So let's go over to the validators FAQ. What is a validator? The Terra core is powered by the Tendermint consensus. Validators run full nodes, participate in consensus by broadcasting votes, commit new blocks to the blockchain, and participate in governance of the blockchain. Validators are able to cast votes on behalf of their delegators. That's right, you heard it. They can use your coins to vote on behalf of you. This is why it's important for a node to be community run, because they get to vote using your coins. So it's important that you place your coins with the correct nodes. A validator's voting power is weighted according to their total stake. What is a full node? Now, I'm not going to get into what a full node is right now, because I want to talk a little bit more about pretty much just how important it is to have really good validators on the blockchain. And a lot of people are saying, do validators bring their own utility? And they do, because they help provide to the proof of stake system, but a lot of them don't, and a lot of them do. They all bring their own small utilities to the blockchain. They're all doing something that was really important, and it was obviously working before the capitulation. And for so many people to be greatly affected by this just goes to show, doesn't it, how popular the blockchain was, how well it did, how many people made so much gains off of it, that when it did capitulate, people went from being millionaires to just nothing overnight. And we have every chance of getting this back. But if you go and think about it, right, Galactic Punk's left. NFTs are such a huge part of any ecosystem because people like to own pieces of art, especially pieces of art that have utilities like staking and stuff like that. And I think Galactic Punks does something like that as well. And when they left the blockchain, it upset me, because I know NFTs are traded all the time. And when you have a NFT project on this blockchain, you can make sure that only LUNACLASSIC is used to purchase these NFTs on your marketplace. And it gives LUNACLASSIC a use case. And because we lost the Galactic Punks market, we also lose a chunk of utility, which gives a use case. And it's kind of, I'm about to put a tweet out, but I'm waiting until the morning to do it, because you can't schedule like thread tweets. But utility equals use case, and use case equals volume, and volume equals price increase. Burning coins will not simply make the price go up. We, and this is my community, we're reducing the total supply by burning, so we're not limited by a market cap in the future. Our focus 100% needs to be on bringing back projects that left and onboarding new ones. We have plenty of burning initiatives in the works, working already, and nodes that are going to be created, like mine, and LUNCDAO's also burning. You have on-chain burning, which is coming mid-September, and you have the possibility of a lot of off-chain burning happening, which looks to be moving in the right direction, especially with whitelisting Binance's hot wallets and stuff like that. SHIB has a great spot up in 15th, right? With a huge total supply and around a circulating supply, I think it's 558 trillion. We can be like this, okay? We just need to work on bringing all of our utility back, onboarding new projects, focus on the whole project side of things, bring forth the power of dApps, and most importantly, out of everything that's going on right now currently, Terra Shuttle must stay. If we lose Terra Shuttle, we lose our portal to the Ethereum world. Losing that closes up so many doors to projects that possibly want to onboard through the Ethereum blockchain. So it's all food for thought, folks. Let me know what you think in the description. And yeah, just have a really nice day. Going to be some real good, more solid content coming out on this channel as we move forward, and I'll try always be better, like I say, for you folks, and provide the most solid, accurate, non-shield content that there is, just solely focusing on bringing the blockchain back to the former glory. And you know, I'm never going to sell out on you folks, and I said that was my pledge since day one, that I would never ever, you know, let a coin buy me out or sell out to KuCoin, MEXC, or anyone like that, and we get offered so many of these different associations for like 16 months of shilling their coin and stuff, and it's like, wow. But yeah, I'm just never ever gonna do that. It baffles me that people go and watch content and consume content from influencers that clearly just jump from coin to coin to coin, and they're there for the money. They don't care about, you know, working with all these different projects to just try and bring them back, not looking at the money, not looking at anything like that, not clickbaiting people in, but providing strong, positive, forward momentum through truth, trust, transparency, and just being honest all the time. Like someone said to me today, they said, they respect me so much more for being even more honest about the burn channel and not trying to hide it, not trying to lie about it, trying to worm my way out of it and act like everything was okay and just leave it to rot. He said, you just addressing that, it just goes to show what kind of character that he said that I have. So kudos to that person. It made me feel a lot better about my decision that I made, and it wasn't easy, and it's still not easy now. And I'm still kind of processing it myself, and it sucks, but the node is going to do so much good. So much good. From what we can tell, with 15% vote power, you're looking at around 250 million to 300 million LUNACLASSIC each month in rewards to your Validators node. So very interesting to see that. And I think that's with a 5% commission rate. So some of these people have their commission rates a lot higher. So yeah, food for thought. And like I've said, folks, do try and spread your delegations out between multiple nodes. I'm not going to tell you what nodes to go and vote or delegate with. I think it's better for you folks to actually go click on a project and read what it's about. Read why Orion Money was so successful, and read why Orion Money is what it is. And we're going to be doing some videos on Anchor Protocol, because I want to ensure that Anchor Protocol never ever becomes a thing again, because lending and using collateral against our blockchain is not healthy. It's just really not healthy. And I think from what I can tell, it's something that led towards a capitulation, because it was just a Ponzi scheme, just designed to make cash, and the interest APYs on it were crazy. And I think even Duquan's admitted in the Coinage interview that pretty much, you know, it was crazy ridiculous, and I think they even thought it was crazy ridiculous as well, but it worked until obviously up until the capitulation. So very interesting. Like I said, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section, folks. I am working on a proposal to get up to reverse just the community pool burn. Nothing else in that proposal, just the community pool burn, nothing else. Stay safe. It's not financial advice. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me, anybody posting WhatsApp numbers, anybody DMing you saying that they're an admin, they work for me, or they do something. No, just go to my Twitter handle, find my Telegram group, join at me, and get all your questions settled. Beware of scammers, folks. Can't stress that enough. Catch you in the next one.